Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, my name is Sorcerer Dave, and this is Populous The Beginning. As you can see at the bottom here, version 1.01, November the 25th, 1998. At 19 minutes past 2 in the afternoon, apparently. That patch came out, I guess. Ladies and gentlemen, this game is great. Even the menu's great. Look at this. The cursor is a torch, and it casts shadows on this. Oh, I played this game tons when I was a kid. Tons and tons and tons and tons. First played it at a cousin's house and ended up badgering my parents to buy me it shortly afterwards because it was so cool. This game is part of the Populist series. There was Populous 1, there was Populous 2, and they were both sort of god games. And then Populous The Beginning came along, and it's not really a god game, it's more of a traditional... I say traditional, but it's really not. But it's slightly more of a traditional real-time strategy game. And it's made by Bullfrog. So that's Peter Molyneux and his gang of chums back in the day who brought us, you know, stuff like Dungeon Keeper. This was such an incredible dev studio back in the day. They made some amazing games. And this one came out in 1998. An often forgotten game, this one, honestly, because it came out in 1998. And what I mean by that, 1998 is possibly the greatest year in video games there has ever been, because 1998 was the year that, I'm just alt-tabbing out so I can read you the list here, but 1998 is the year that the following games came out. Banjo-Kazooie, Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, Half-Life, Crash Bandicoot, StarCraft, Grim Fandango, Metal Gear Solid, the original Thief, Resident Evil 2, Xenogears, Star Wars Rogue Squadron, Tenchu, Fallout 2, Baldur's Gate, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Oddworld Abe's Exodus, Pokemon Yellow, F-Zero X, Tomb Raider 3, StarCraft Brood War a bit later on as well, Spyro the Dragon, Need for Speed 3, Hot Pursuit, which is an absolute classic, Battlezone, Falcon 4.0, and Unreal, can't forget Unreal, Dune 2000, which eventually led to Command & Conquer. What else? Oh, and the original Free Space as well. And Panzer Dragoon Saga. And, well, last but not least, FIFA 99, of course. But, so, suffice to say, let me just get the stream dashboard back up again. There we go. Suffice to say, 1998 was a pretty bonkers year, singular, for computer games and video games in general. It was also the year that Windows 98 itself came out, obviously, and Windows 98 was an incredible operating system, so... It's also the year Trespasser came out, come to think of it. Probably the less said about Trespasser, the better, though. Yeah, 1998, what a year. Anyway, so this game, in spite of being absolutely incredible, is a little bit lost in the shuffle, because it had the misfortune of being released in the same year as so many absolute legendary games. So, what is Populous The Beginning? Well, it is a real-time strategy game which takes place in a very odd little universe where you play as a little tribe of kind of weird, sort of slightly Stone Age guys that are able to travel between planets, and they fight other tribes that are also doing the same thing, and they are led by the Shaman, who is your main character, a hero character that everything revolves around, who is able to cast loads and loads of spells, and essentially the game is kind of like a hilarious wizard simulator, essentially. Like, the previous Populous games were god games, more like Black and White. But this game is kind of like a crazy shaman wizard simulator, where you have this ridiculous wizard shaman character and her tribe. And you'll get the idea as we play, but this game is so good. It's aged so freaking well, and it's wonderful. Now, before we get started, I am recording this on Twitch. It felt like to me more like a Twitch game, you know, a streaming game rather than a video game. A video game. That was a poor choice of phrasing. A game for videos on YouTube, really, is what I meant to say there. So you will occasionally see pop-ups in the corner here, and you can see the chat there as well. the good folks here joining me on Twitch, chatting away in the corner. But yeah, so that will be there throughout this, just so as you know. Right, let's start a new game. Hopefully this cutscene will play properly.
In the beginning, there was darkness. Then from the darkness came the manna, and with the manna, the visions. We were not alone. There were other worlds, other tribes, moving through the heavens like a plague. They would destroy us. Alone in the tribe, I possessed the second sight. The manna flowed through me like fire, unleashing the magic within. The ancient legends had foretold my coming. I was the one destined to lead. The chosen one. The shaman. The time for peace was behind us. Now was the time for war! We would face powerful magic, the fury of the elements. Some would live, many would die. But with faith and courage, we would destroy our enemies. And I would become a god.
This cutscene was probably mind-blowing in 1998. You're damn right it was. Anyway. So, here we go. Part 1, the journey begins. As you can see, this is the campaign, the single-player campaign. This game did have multiplayer, and indeed, this game is still played by an online multiplayer community, like, 22 years later. I think it's called Populous Reincarnated, if you Google it. But people are still playing the multiplayer for this game 22 years later. It's a beautiful thing. But this is the single-player campaign, and we will hop between all of these planets you see here in this solar system as we go from mission to mission. And you can see them all along the bottom here as well. I just realized that there is one thing I need to do. I actually need to go back to the main menu, because there's a thing you have to do. The graphics always reset themselves every time you play the game for some reason. So I need to hit the quick defaults to high, so that we get glorious 800 by 600 resolution. Instead of 640 by 480. Oh yes. This is running with this is the direct 3D version we're running right now from GOG, in case anyone's curious. The GOG version of this runs beautifully on modern systems, which is fantastic. So it's part of the reason I'm streaming this for you right now, is because previously it didn't work with streaming software, but now it does. So anyway, we'll skip that cutscene for the second time, and now part 1, the journey begins. Am I on the CRT screen for full period accuracy? I wish, dude. I wish. Oh, man. Yeah, in fact, actually, the graphics and stuff in the game might be slightly stretched. You might notice that planet is a little bit oval-shaped. It's because we're playing a 4:3 aspect ratio on a modern 16:9 monitor right now. I could have given you black bars at the sides for full authenticity, but I figured you probably didn't much care for that, because I don't care for it either. Let's go. I have created my reincarnation site, and the settlement is nearly complete. Hopefully the audio levels and stuff are alright, folks. They should be. I did test it a little bit beforehand, but we'll see. So as you can see, it's giving us a bit of a pan around the map here, so you have an idea of what we should be doing. But as you can see, the game takes place on this tiny little planet. They all do, on these little planets that are so tiny that you can see the curve of the horizon from just here. It's wonderful. It's a great kind of art style they have going on in this. These are our dudes. Here's the shaman. What did I just drop on the floor? Bloody hell, fire. What was that? Oh, ball of blue tack. Oops. Now it's all covered in fluff. Again. Right. Water texture has quite the Tomb Raider quicksand vibe. Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Iruku, thank you very much for the Prime sub. So there's the shaman. These are her spells on this tab over here. Right now, she only has blast. Whoosh, which does that. You can blast people with it. Each of these panels here, though, is a spell we will eventually get over time. These question mark ones are spells that we can get access to in this particular map, which is good. That is a stone head. We can have our dudes worship the stone head to get some sort of bonus. You don't know what the bonus is going to be until you've finished worshipping the stone head. These are our huts. Our tribespeople are braves. These guys, they live in the huts. And what the huts do is, for all of you guys that are in huts, living together, they produce mana. And the mana is this bar at the side here, your spell charge rate. How efficiently your spells are charging with mana. Because when you use one of the pips disappears, and then you get a charging bar at the bottom, charging the spell up again. And the more people you have living in huts, which we can build like this, the faster your spells will recharge, and the more powerful, essentially, you are. Now, the shaman is very powerful. She's not very good in close combat. If she gets into close combat with enemy warriors, she'll die quite quickly, but her spells and abilities are so powerful that she can, like, pretty much solo the first few levels of this game entirely by herself. You don't really need to do these guys and that sort of thing. You know, you actually, play the mission properly. You can kind of just, like, pretend you're playing a MOBA and just run around doing stuff with the shaman. So we're going to have her worship at the stone head while these guys build this hut. This here is our reincarnation site. It's a little stone circle where when the shaman dies, she will respawn here after a small delay. Right, now worshipping at the stone head has granted us a spell. You have received a single-shot land bridge spell. Use it to create a path from where your shaman stands to the land on which it is cast. Cast it over the water to create a causeway. Basically, one of the greatest things about this game is that the land is, I don't know if it's technically voxel-based or something, I'm not really sure, but the land, you can shape it and mold it and do stuff with it. We can stop worshipping now, we don't need any more than that. So this is a one-shot spell. You basically get this just for the mission, and once you've used it all, it's gone. But a land bridge, you basically, from the point you're at, you cast it to another point, and it raises the land, which will either create land out of the ocean or it'll make the land higher wherever it is, so that you can walk across here. And you can do some really fun shenanigans with that later on. This here's a Vault of Knowledge. Basically, these contain sort of technology buildings quite often. And if our shaman worships at it, we can take that knowledge and bring it with us to the next level. There's another stone head over there. I will grab that in a minute, but first, we need to go deal with this enemy brave by blasting him into the sea. If enemies fall into the sea, or if your guys fall into the sea, they will immediately drown, because apparently nobody can swim in this game. She'll hop in there, and she'll unlock for us the warrior hut, I believe. And you can tell if your huts aren't completely full, because the chimney smoke just goes puff, 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 instead of constantly smoking. We'll build another hut here. And that is us unlocking the warrior hut. Which goes over to here, and then we can now build it. Warrior training hut. Basically, that will allow us to turn our little braves here, these guys, into warriors who are much, much, much better at fighting. Now, we can actually zoom the camera out. You can get a sort of slightly more traditional RTS viewpoint here if you zoom out like this. So if you move over there. Now, I told you that the land is sort of 3D and you can actually do stuff with it. You'll actually notice that when these guys are building stuff, they jump up and down to stamp the ground down to make it flat so that they can build the building. And then they'll automatically run off and chop down trees and bring wood back here. And you'll see the guys in these huts here. They'll actually periodically go out to collect firewood or whatever, and they'll bring it back here. Once they've got a full stack of a wood pile, they'll actually upgrade the hut to make it bigger so you can have more guys living in it. This all happens automatically. They just kind of do that. Now, let's have you go worship at this stone head, see what it gives us. So yeah, as I said, you can zoom out like that. I honestly prefer this view. I think it's really cool. It's just one of the unique things about this game, the weird kind of round nature of the world you play on. I haven't seen anything like this since this game came out, really. Genuinely, I think the first game I've seen do a similar thing to this is probably the new Animal Crossing, genuinely. So this Stonehead's giving us the lightning spell as a one-shot. This is a really, really powerful little spell. You can use it to insta-kill basically any dude in the game. You can also use it to set buildings on fire. One more, and then we'll be good. And yeah, when you fully get all of the spells from the Stonehead, it just sort of sinks into the ground and disappears, as you can see. Total Annihilation. Yeah, I suppose so, actually. That's a good point. Yeah, Total Annihilation. You're right. I completely forgot about that. Right. That's if you guys line up and train here. What they'll do, as you can see, is they'll form an orderly queue, and they'll go in one at a time, and they'll train. And the speed at which they train is actually determined by your overall mana. So it's your spell charge rate it affects, obviously, your mana being produced by all your Braves. But it also allows you to train your dudes faster. No game really matches this. Not really, yeah, it's quite unique, is Populous. I love it. So anyway, yeah, you can zoom out. You can zoom out even further. You can go to the sort of planet view, which is, as I said, is very oval right now because we're playing in widescreen. And it's basically just stretching it. But you can zoom right the way out and have a look at things from this view, which can be useful sometimes. Right, here's our warriors. They're basically just little dudes with swords and shields and little headbands. But they are much, much better at fighting than these ordinary Braves. One of those guys can kill like a good 4 or 5 of these Braves. They're very, very good. Probably won't need any more than what we've already got right now, so let's head over here and get this mission over and done with. The world is an egg, I always knew! Right, let's use the land bridge to make our way across. And let's put a lightning strike on the enemy shaman. And she's immediately dead. You can one-shot kill them with a lightning strike like that. Well done, you've killed the enemy shaman and gained some of her mana. The Grassy Knoll, thank you very much for the Prime sub. So when you kill an enemy shaman, you absorb their mana and it actually increases your spell charge rate a lot, very briefly. That's us done, basically. We can burn down these buildings with some lightning. And all the guys inside run out screaming because they've been set on fire. It's a wonderful thing. And our warriors can go into the buildings and, you know, destroy them. As you can see here, and they'll gradually fall to bits as bits of them come off. There we go. It's a wonderful thing. Now, our shaman just got killed. You see how quickly that happened? That's how fragile she is when confronted by an enemy warrior. She just died, like, straight away. The shaman has been killed, but provided you have some followers left, she will be reincarnated on the reincarnation site. Now, this first level's super easy because the enemy shaman doesn't have a reincarnation site like we do. And I think they have, like, they've only got a couple of guys left now. If we kill these two, we'll win the level. And brace yourself for a loud noise when we do, actually, by the way. There we go. Level complete! The enemy buildings fall to pieces, and our dudes run around worshipping the sky and just having a great time. Look at them. They're so excited. Everyone's running around. Shaman just reincarnated. They are so very happy. If there's enough of them, they actually start doing the conga. It's brilliant. They form a little conga line, and it's very funny. Anyway, level complete. Time taken 10 whole minutes to do this first level. You can do this level in about 60 seconds if you know what you're doing. Let's see. Fights 111, fights lost 1. When I got the shaman killed because I wasn't paying attention. On to the next one. Night falls. Now we must face the Matak tribe. I sense many warriors are ready to stand against us. In my vision, we are aided by magic from a stone head. There must be a way to reach it. Stone head over here on the island. But there's also a totem pole which we can worship. And the enemy has a vault of knowledge with a spell in it. This is the Matak tribe. These are the green dudes. We fought the red dudes last time. These are the green dudes. Right. Send these guys to go live in that hut. And you guys, you can build another hut. Meanwhile, the shaman can head on up here to go worship at this totem pole. Now, a totem pole just says it will aid you in your struggle. But what totem poles typically do is they cause events in the landscape to change. They won't give you a spell like a stone head. They'll cause something on the map to change, which you'll see in a moment. Go and help build that. And wait for it. Flyby mode is activated, and yeah, worshipping the totem pole creates a land bridge so we can get to the stone head. Marvelous. Stonehead actually requires 2 followers, as you can see there if you mouse over it, to actually get the bonus from it. So we actually need to send the shaman and one other dude to worship at that in order to get its bonus. You 3 can build me another hut. You can go give him a hand. As can you. Again, I can, and have done in the past, I can solo this. Once we get the spell from the stone head, we can solo this with the shaman this entire map. It's totally doable. Will I bother? I don't know. I feel like I should play the game properly for the benefit of the viewers at home. So I've already asked, you can play the Frontier. I don't have any plans to at the minute, no. Use the tornado spell to destroy the enemy and their buildings before they have a chance to react. Now the tornado is super, super powerful. We won't actually get this as a proper spell like this in yellow for a long time. But the tornado basically, well, you cast it and it summons a tornado which will wander around at random, but it can completely eradicate buildings off the face of the map. You know, lightning, shooting them with a bolt of lightning sets them on fire and damages them a bit. But the tornado will completely just erase them, along with anyone who is unfortunate enough to be sucked up by it. So, yes, it's a really, really good spell. Right, you guys build another hut. You 2 can build me a warrior hut, because the enemy will actually try and attack us occasionally on this level. Right, that's our 3 tornado jobbies we can have. You can go and assist those 2. Shaman, you can head up this way. Gonna go start harassing the enemy and annoying them a bit. The God Ray from the sky, yeah, it's wonderful, isn't it? There's so much about this game that is just really, really well executed. The whole game feels really good to play as well. It doesn't feel like you'd like janky in the way that you would expect a game from 1998 to play. Here we go. Have some fireballs, lads. Ah, we need... There we go. Got one of them in. Two of them into the pool. Brilliant. Right, I believe the Shaman can take a single Brave in combat. So she should be fine here. Actually blew him onto the top of here, but he should be able to get down, yeah. There we go. Is he going to come running back around to try and fight us? He is. He hasn't had enough. You fool. Oh, hello. Speaking of foolishness. That's a warrior. You've got to be careful of warriors because they can snipe your Shaman very quickly. And it takes a couple of blasts to kill him as well. Into the water with you. How about we destroy this tower? Single-handedly just dismantle this tower. Right, you guys, go ahead and train and become warriors. Just to be on the safe side. The little flying people are so good. This game has such a brilliant sense of humor and fun about it. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, they've taken exception to my behavior. Whole freaking tribe's after me now. Fortunately, it's just little Braves who do die very quickly if you blast them. One of them's trying to repair the tower at the moment. Go on, hit him with your stick. Give him a kick in the face. There we go. They keep coming back for more. That's the Shaman's health bar, by the way, in case you're wondering right there. So you can keep an eye on that. Everything else in the game, the health is determined by whether or not you can see the little cartoon birdies flying around their heads. The sound effects in this game are 10 out of 10. They are. They're so good. Pow, bam, kapow. Yes, it's brilliant. Here come some warriors. Let's knock them flying. He's actually running away. Right, now what we want is access to this vault of knowledge here. I'm clowning around with these guys at the moment and wasting time, really. Just kind of annoying them. What we want is the vault of knowledge, because it contains a super useful spell. Super useful spell. Meanwhile, back at base, I haven't been micromanaging this the way I probably should have. Let's make sure these huts are all filled up and keep building more, because the more people we have living in huts, the more mana we will generate, which makes our Shaman stronger. Right, we just, from that Vault of Knowledge, got access to the Swarm spell, and it kind of does what you'd expect, more or less. Summons a swarm of locusts. It's not really doing anything at the moment because I haven't cast it at someone, but basically... Oh! There you go. The bees or locusts or whatever they are, they basically chase all of the enemies around and they go running around screaming. And it's a great way to just completely and utterly disrupt a whole bunch of enemies. Now, the enemy Shaman is actually in that tower over there. If you look very closely, you can see her sprite in the top of the guard tower. However, that's very foolish of her, really, because it means I can just do this with my tornado that I've been saving for this. Okay, the warriors just pushed us into the water and we're dead. But, on the brighter side, the Matak Shaman has been sucked up into the tornado as well. Which then turns into a water spout when it goes over the water, by the way. And since the Matak don't have a reincarnation site, their Shaman is gone for good now. That is pretty unusual, actually. For most other levels of the game, the enemy does have a reincarnation site, just like us. But on these opening levels, to make it easier on us, this is the way the game's done it. Alright, she's back in action. Go and destroy that guard tower. That will probably provoke a reaction. And I love the way they all scream and go, rah, when they're running off to attack. It's kind of like a precursor to Black and White. I suppose, in a way, yeah. It's made by the same people as Black and White, so... So we're not really playing as a god, we're playing as a shaman. I enjoy this game a lot more than Black and White, though, to be fair. Black and White's honestly quite a frustrating game to play. But this game is wonderful. Oh. Fight is now happening. I love that when you go into a building with enemies in it, everyone gets pushed back out so we can have a fight outside. This guy will probably go in there now and he'll get whoosh, pushed back out again. Right, let's use our 2 remaining tornadoes. That tornado is not doing what it's supposed to do right now. Oh, look, these guys are going flying! Oh, he's gone into the water. And you, sir. I don't know why that tornado didn't damage the warrior training at all. That was really weird. It should have sucked it right up into the sky like it did this building. Love memories here. Yeah, everyone who played this game back in the day remembers it and has some serious nostalgia for it. But as I said, it's a kind of a forgotten gem because it came out in the same year as a bunch of other amazing games. Not the bees! Bees! For all of you! Shaman Oprah over here. I love it. Bees! Get it on a PS1 demo disc. Yeah, that's right, actually. This did come out on the PlayStation in 1999, a year later. I never played the PlayStation version. I have no idea if it was any good, but yeah. Yeah, console demo discs back in the day were great. Get him, lads. Oh, you leave my shaman alone. Naughty, naughty. Let's deal with this guy as well. Into the water with you. Mission complete? Yep, there we go. Everyone runs around screaming. It's a beautiful thing. Look at them all go. This is the GOG version, yes. This is the GOG version running in direct 3D mode, I believe. Excellent. Crisis of Faith, number 3. I have had a disturbing vision. The Chumara tribe turned on my own followers against me when I attacked. I must find a way to reach their vault of knowledge and learn how to use this power against them. Being introduced to a new type of unit in this one. Totem pole over there. Hey, Alf, how you doing, man? He remembers. It's priest time, yes. These little guys are called wild men, by the way, in case you're wondering. Who make those hilarious little noises. We can't do anything with those guys in this particular level, but we will be able to later on. In fact, the enemy shaman, this is the yellow guys, the Chumara, she's already doing stuff with them. She's casting a spell which allows them to turn these random wild dudes into loyal braves, essentially. Now, we won't have access to that power for a little while yet, but the enemy unfortunately does. Right. Everybody, right, you two. Hut. You two. Another hut, please. There we go. All of the huts. You three as well. There we go. Building lots of huts. Now then, I believe we want to go over here and worship that totem pole because it will allow us to do something sneaky. Maswalolo. Yes, that's the new building right there. It's a temple. This is where we shall get the knowledge for the temple from their vault of knowledge. We will require that to proceed. Worshipping the totem pole causes the land to erode over here, giving us access to their vault of knowledge through the back door, so to speak. Excellent. Now again, this is another level where I'm pretty sure you can solo it with just the shaman. And again, I have done it before. No, you want to go in there. I probably will want to build a warrior training hut, though, at some point. Just for defensive purposes, if nothing else. Right, soon she'll be done. We'll get the temple knowledge we need, and then we can just go start wrecking face. How does that work? How does what work, sir? Right, we have the knowledge of the temple. You've stolen the knowledge of the temple from the enemy. Build one to train preachers who can convert the enemy to your tribe. But first, bees! Now we can turn on or off charging a spell if we want to, which allows us to charge up the ones we do want faster, which is good. Just standing here in the middle of their village causing problems. Bees! I love the little outraged whoa noise she makes when someone starts trying to punch her in the face. It's one of the hilarious little things about this game. Come on. Oh, there we go, nice. Health bar's dipping a bit. You'll notice when they die, little ghosts fly up into the sky as well. Which I always thought was a nice touch. I never did play Lemmings back in the day, actually. It's one of the ones I missed out on. But yeah, if we keep this up, we'll just eventually kill all of their braves. and the shaman, and then we'll just win the game. Oh, here comes the enemy shaman. She might get us now, actually, because my spells just aren't charging up enough. Oh, both of them are on low health. Quickly! Yes! There you go. Successfully soloed with the shaman and nothing else. Ha ha ha! I didn't even end up building a warrior hut. Oh, man. Fantastic. 5 minutes, 59 seconds. Job's a good one. So, that's a good demonstration, though, of what you can achieve when you micromanage the shaman a bit. Okay, combined forces. This is where it starts getting properly interesting. We face a great threat. The Matak are massing against us. I need the power of lightning to defeat them, but preachers are guarding their vault of knowledge. It's kind of interesting, this game, because like the early levels you can beat in like 5 minutes, and then when you get like halfway, sort of midpoint of the campaign, it starts to take like an hour to do the levels. Like the amount of time and effort it takes rises in a curve quite sharply. So we have it super easy on these first few levels, but this is the first one that actually poses a genuine challenge, I think, because the AI is much more aggressive on this level, and the enemy does have a reincarnation circle as well. So, in fact, I think the last time I played this, I almost lost it. Alright, so we can build a hut here, but as you can see, there's not a lot of room here to expand, because you can only build huts next to other huts, you see. So you're going to help with that. What we need is a special building that we've already seen the enemy use, which is guard towers, which we'll get from this Vault of Knowledge right here. Remember not getting very far as a kid? Yeah. I didn't, I was really bad at this game when I played this as a kid. Really, really bad. Coming back to this and now playing this as a grown man, it's kind of astonishing how much easier it is than it used to be. Like, I used to get legitimately stuck on this game. There were levels I just couldn't beat. But, of course, it does balance out ultimately because I've gotten worse at anything involving reflexes. So, first-person shooters and racing games, I suck at them now. I was much better at those when I was a kid. So I need you guys to build a guard tower over here. And what that will allow us to do is expand our settlement, because you can build a guard tower anywhere. Everything else you have to build adjacent to an existing building. But guard towers you can build anywhere, which allows you to build new settlements and expand existing ones, which is excellent. Now, there's also a stone head over it, which we're going to go send the shaman to worship out. Older and wiser, I like to think so. Actually, if you mouse over a building, it will tell you, while it's being built, how many people you can assign to it and stuff. Excellent, we're getting a useful spell from this. I hope the audio is alright, by the way, guys. I know some of the sound effects of this game can be quite loud. Right, there we go. What that just gave us is 4 shots of Convert, which is what allows us to turn wild men into braves. I'm trying to see if there's any other large groups of them around here that we can try and get. Not really. Right. Which now gives us a large number of dudes. Build some huts, lads. And on this particular level, honestly, we don't want to muck around too much. We want to get a warrior training hut pretty much straight away. Because on this level, as I said, the AI is more aggressive, and they will actually come out of their way to properly attack us on this one in fairly short order. So, That's the enemy vault of knowledge over there with the lightning spell, which we definitely want because it allows us to insta-kill the enemy shaman. It also allows the enemy shaman to insta-kill ours from time to time as well. I'm sure that'll happen a few times. Now, fun thing about towers is they actually have genuine uses beyond just expanding your settlement. You can put people in them, and depending on who you put in it, it makes a difference. In fact, there's a really handy-dandy help mode this game has, where you click in the question mark there and clicking on whatever you want, and it'll give you contextual information here. So the guard tower is a unique building which can be placed anywhere on the landscape to give you an advanced warning of an enemy attack. Any follower placed inside the tower will sound a warning bell whenever an enemy follower approaches. You can then zoom to the tower by pressing the spacebar. Since the guard tower does not need to be constructed next to an existing building, it can also be used to begin a new settlement. Because of the height of the tower, any follower placed inside has improved abilities. Shamans can fire spells further. Braves extend the lookout range. Warriors will call for help to defend the settlement. Fire warriors, which we don't have access to yet, can fire further. Preachers can preach further, and spies can unmask enemy spies. Building the guard tower on top of high ground will extend the range even further, because having the high ground in Populous actually makes a difference when it comes to abilities and things, particularly with the shaman and her spells. So now she's stood in that tower, she can cast her spells at a much greater range. So sometimes what it's fun to do is to actually get on top of a hill and build a tower on top of it, and your shaman can have ludicrous range. And yes, preacher towers are a thing as well. You put a preacher in the tower, you make like a line of towers to defend your base with, and you put preachers in all of them, so every time the enemy comes near, they'll get converted. Which you've not seen yet, because I totally rushed the previous level, but you'll see some preacher action in this one. For sure. Right, you guys become warriors. You. And you guys come over here. You guys are going to build me a temple. There we go. I think for now, yeah, we'll leave the shaman chilling in her tower for the moment. And the enemy set up a preacher here and some patrolling dudes over there. We can actually set up patrolling dudes ourselves, actually, as well. You have the campfire guard post thing you can do here. You set up a little campfire, and then you assign your dudes to it, and they will guard. They'll patrol around the fire like so. I love as well that people leave footprints in this game on the ground.
We're watching you, scum.
Have I read any Marquis de Sade? No, I can't say I have, and I can't say I really have any plans to either, Ryo, but thank you for the 2 months suppage anyway. Ah! The enemy is here. Have some bees. Oh, they're all dead already. Fine. Right. You three can become preachers. Congratulations. You two can become warriors. Right, let's take you three and build another hut with you, actually. More huts equals more mana, end of the day, so you want to keep constantly building more whenever the option is available. Right, these guys are our preachers. They have very funny little voices, and they have these funny little bishop hats. There's something wonderfully anachronistic about this game. It's almost slightly Flintstones. Like how the huts will have little picket fences and stuff. Oh, they just killed one of my preachers. Dickheads. I just trained him. You gits. I wanted to show off what preachers actually do, but I wasn't able to then. You shall replace the preacher I just lost. Yeah, it's great. The little when you hear them preach, yeah. That's what I wanted to show off, man. I wanted to show that off, and the game was like, nope. Right, we got a moment to breathe now. I'm not having to explain new features constantly. We can just sit and play the game now. So how is everybody? How are you this fine day? Preacher conversion is hilarious, yeah. Can confirm. It's delightfully silly. Trying to get Stellaris working with a laundry list of mods. I see. What kind of... Well, I like the best mods to get for Stellaris then, because I like Stellaris. I'm going to get back into playing it again sometime soon. I got all the DLCs that I was missing on the latest sale. And I know people bang on constantly about Stellaris mods, and it has a big workshop, but every time I go on the workshop to actually have a look at the mods, I've never really found anything that catches my fancy, honestly. Is there something I'm missing? Things that add more diversity to the galaxy, more events, more planet types, more species, more text, more traditions. I see. Maybe I'm approaching it from the wrong angle, because I'm approaching it from the angle of other Paradox games, where generally most mods tend to be sort of total conversions. But I'm guessing it's not really the same with Stellaris, I assume. You just install lots of little mods. Ah, enemy preacher. Alright, the dudes are on the way. Have some bees. Mostly I just want to kill the preacher. Right, he's dead. Oh, there's another preacher, actually. Right, there we go. Oh. There's one warrior that slipped through. He's probably going to kill a couple of my braves before I get to him. Yeah, there we go. Right, so this is what happens when the enemy gets caught by a preacher. He sits down to have a little listen. He stops and he sits down, cross-legged on the floor, and he just sort of listens to what's happening. And eventually, he will join our tribe. Santaya! You can hear the noises the preachers make. It's hilarious. And there we go. He's ours now. And the enemy preachers can do exactly the same thing, but the difference with the enemy preachers is they have a completely different sound they make. Our guys sound all righteous, and they sound like this. The enemy preachers sound like this. They sound like evil preachers that talk like this. I'll see if I can demonstrate here with a random dude I don't need. You. Sacrificial brave. Oh. So this happens when you tell them to move somewhere where they can't go. They just raise their hands in the air. No, go there. Who's missing from there? Where have you gone? You. Go there. Alright, you three. Build me another hut. There you are, sacrificial brave. Here we go. There you go. Quintua. Descada. The enemy preachers are evil. We have the good, righteous preachers. They have the evil ones that talk like this. That's great. Now, the way to counter... It's a rock, paper, scissors thing, basically, you got going on here. Warriors are super powerful in close combat, but they are countered by preachers who will stop warriors in their tracks and convert them. So what you really need is you need another preacher of your own who can run over to the enemy preacher, because preachers are immune to being preached to. So you'll take a preacher, he'll run over there, and he can punch him in the face, and it'll sort of dispel it, basically, which will cause all of you guys to get up and then start fighting again. Alternatively, you can get the shaman to deal with him, because the shaman is also immune to conversion, so... So yes, you can have priest punch-ups in this, which is about as hilarious as it sounds, honestly. You guys. Another hut. And as you can see, new trees grow as well. So you don't generally ever run out of trees, because new ones grow to replace the ones cut down. Oh, incoming. Would you like some bees? Right, we need to be careful here, because the enemy shaman might try and kill me with a bolt of lightning. But no, she's drowned! Ha ha! Excellent. Right, there you go. There's a bit of a priest punch up over there. Dead priest. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. That's not good. Stop killing my tribe, please. I do not appreciate that. What I should really do is I should repair this tower and put a preacher in it, so that when they do sneak through, it doesn't matter. You, please go repair that. Yeah, we've just... Oh boy. These houses are completely empty now. We just lost like 10 braves. That sucks. But luckily, new braves will spawn to replace them. So it's not the end of the world. It's a bit of a step back though. And of course, again, the fewer braves we have, the slower our spells recharge and stuff, so... It does weaken us. In more than just the obvious ways. You got me. I hope you enjoy it, Alf. I love this game so much. I kind of forgot how much I enjoyed this game, actually, until I played it again. Honestly, it's your fault, mate, because you were the one who reminded me of it the other day. Only one dude missing there. I need to send you in there, and that will be repopulated now. You can go and help repair that tower, because that is taking freaking ages right now. Can we squeeze another hut in here somewhere? Don't think we can we? Right, you can go chill in the tower. Surely there should be enough room for a hut there. Game says no. Oh well. Oh, they're back. Would you not shoot lightning at my people? Oh, she nearly went into the water then. So close. Oh, brilliant. For a minute there, we had him. Get in the water, you dick. Alright, see what she did there, the enemy shaman, she was clever. First thing she did was cast a lightning bolt on the tower with a priest in it. Right, you guys need to be warriors, because we've just lost all of our warriors. In fact, what we should do is send the priest to convert these guys. Yep. No, don't. There we go, got him. Oh dear. But I think you see my point about the AI being a lot more aggressive on this mission. Get you to be another priest. Get you to be another priest. I think we need to go on the offensive pretty soon, really. I'm getting a bit sick of their constant raids into my territory over here. In fact, wouldn't be a bad idea is we go over here, over yonder, and we patrol around a fire over there instead. Right, you guys have repaired that tower. I don't think I really need it now, honestly. Let's get a few of you to build me another tower over here. You do that. You three, build me another hut. You two, build me another hut. You and you build me another hut. If there's room anywhere. Oh god, here we go again. Get that shaman. Damn it. She nearly went into the water. So close. Ah, the warriors will get her now. Well done, everybody. Right, did she burn down my tower? I guess she did. Oh, what a bitch. Ah, dearie me. You leave my bloody tower alone. You pocket the enemy shaman into the ocean. How do you mean? How doth thou mean, sir? Who's that? Why is there a... What are you doing in the tower? Get over here and start training to become a warrior, you. Right, you can hop into that tower there. I think the shaman's going to go on the offensive here. You guys just chill around your fire for now, doing your little dance. I'm going to go shoot some fools into the water, hopefully. Oh, not quite. Damn you, sir. There we go. You guys can have some bees, and I'm going to go steal this bolt of lightning. Oh. Yeah, you go away. You? Oh my god, he just went into orbit. Freaking hell. That was no joke. Both of you be gone. Thank you. Oh dear, priest's back. Oh, raiding party. Yes, drowned her. Brilliant. Ha 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 ha. Right, you guys, you guys are free to carry on, because you guys will get converted. We'll kill that preacher, and then hopefully, brilliant. Free warriors, I love it. So do you mind? I'm trying to steal your knowledge right now. Excellent. Right. Even more fresh warriors here. Oh dear. I wasn't paying attention to the shaman. She's now dead. Screwed up there just a little bit. Never mind. This is all good. What are you guys doing? Go on, get over there. Onshore. Priest should not be going around the fire because he won't preach if he's dancing around the fire.
Welcome, Moon and Star. I have prepared a place for
Moon Droplet, hello! Thank you very much for the raid. Welcome everybody. That was like a little raid in this game. Greetings, raiders. Hopefully I won't have to shoot you into the sea. Unlike this lot. We're playing Populous the Beginning today, a game by Bullfrog from back in the day. So the guys who brought you Dungeon Keeper and Black and White and all of those crazy games. It's a wonderful game where we play as a little tribe of dudes with their shaman. This lady, who is being awkward right now, apparently, for some reason. Come on. And her tribe as we battle our way across the cosmos on these tiny, tiny planets we're on here. For supremacy over the enemy tribes. It's delightfully silly. It's such good fun. And I haven't played this in about 20 years, so this is a great trip down memory lane. You guys all dance around a fire. How many people can we have dancing around a fire at once? That's what I want to know. Quite a lot, apparently. Oh, here they come again. Get ready with the bees. Oh, how dare she? She just burned down my tower. We didn't actually get the lightning bolt at the end. Shaman got killed before I could do it. And we're going to convert these two guys as well now. Brilliant. You go over there. Convert him. The shaman will deal with this guy. Into the water he goes. Sploosh. Oh dear, it didn't quite work. Never mind. They go back to dancing around the fire. I love it. Alright, you go ahead and repair that. Let's bring a priest along with us. Let's bring one preacher. And the shaman, see if we can do it properly this time. She got the door open. She got the door of the bloody thing open, but she died. Right, there you go. Off you pop. I'll have the preacher effectively stand guard outside. So anyone who comes along to try and stab her, like that guy, will just sit down and listen to the lovely, holy words of our blessed preacher man. This guy as well. There we go. Another one? Oh, no, not quite. All right, we're finally going to get those lightning bolts. Ah, another willing convert advances towards us, I see. Damn it. Alright, no, we're good. We're good. The preacher's got him. How are we doing back here? We got new Braves? We've got new Braves. In other words, more warriors and preachers, I think. I could build another hut with those two, but I'm not going to bother. Oh, enemies coming again. But I've got lightning this time. Suck it! There you go, insta-kill. Lightning will always insta-kill an enemy character. The keen-eyed among you may have also noticed that the Shamans have a slightly different ghost sprite when they fly up into the heavens after dying. They have a sort of more powerful looking one, which is a really nice touch. Alright, you're going to run over here and hopefully get converted. There we go. Oh, no, he's just going to get murdered instead. Very good. Right, I think we're more or less ready to attack them now. I might go over here and harass them a bit first, though. Let's see. Have some bees. And a few bolts of lightning. And you know what? We'll burn down your little warrior hut. You can get lost. Be gone! Just disrupting the enemies sometimes is quite a good idea, really. Have some bees! Have some more lightning on your temple! I shall now withdraw. We've annoyed him enough. Gets super fun in the late game. Yes, it does. When you unlock all these crazy spells up here, and believe me, some of these spells are absolutely bonkers. The things you can do with magic in this game. Like this stuff we have here is so tame compared to the stuff you get later on. Volcanoes, yes, Volcano is one of them. What was the one called Armageddon, I think, as well? I remember that being a thing. Let's just halt their progress slightly. Oh, I see the enemy Shamans come over here. She's not very impressed with us. I wonder if we can snipe her with a lightning bolt. There we go, yep. Have some more bees. Another bolt of lightning. Oh, did we just die? I think we just fell in the water. We just got pushed into the water and died. No worries, we've annoyed the enemy plenty at this point. I don't think they're going to come back from this. You're going to get converted. I just got to wait for the shaman to reincarnate over here. Ah! More dudes. There, she's back. That's what that sound means. Can summon lightning from the sky, can't swim. Yes. Nobody in this game knows how to swim, and it's very funny. But you do get boats later on, though. That's a thing. That is totally a thing. You do get boats. You just can't swim. I love, by the way, it's such a little thing, but I love the way the guys like group together and have a little chat in a circle. And sometimes they'll gather around a preacher as well, like there. Instead of just all standing in a formation, they just get into little circles, little huddles, and have a chat. Yes, you can sink and elevate the train. We don't have access to it right now, but Erosion and Land Bridge are two spells in this game which, when you get access to those, games suddenly become super interesting in terms of what you can actually do with it. Like modifying the landscape and stuff. It's really good. Right, let's go. Let's burn this down. Kill them all. Save one bolt of lightning for the enemy shaman if she decides to come over. Got the priest guarding the shaman at the minute, which is generally quite a good idea, actually. Because it does help stop you from getting sniped by enemy warriors. Oh, is she on the move? She's on the move. She's about to get killed by warriors, though, I think. Although, do you know what? Let's not mess around. Let's just have her dead, please. Thank you. A bunch of our guys just got thrown into the water there, but it's okay. We have more than enough to spare. Once we kill all of them, it'll be mission complete. There we go. The enemy reincarnation site disappears back into the ground. And we win. Look at all the happy people. We are victorious! That took us 35 minutes. Significantly more than the 5 minutes I beat the previous level in. Because this is the first one that actually gives you a bit of a challenge. All right, Death from Above. This is a fun one. So this is a bit of an unusual one, this. This is sort of like your equivalent of early Command and Conquer missions where you don't have a base. From Dust. Oh, I remember From Dust. Yeah, I don't think I ever played it, but I do remember it. In my vision, I beheld the ultimate horror, the Angel of Death. It is an unstoppable force that will destroy everything in its path. If my enemies, the Dakini, reach it before me, our fate is sealed. FJ, that guy, thank you very much for 2 months of subbage. Evening, chat, and Dave. Evening, FJ. So, there's a statue there of a dragony thing. We need to get to it to complete the level. Now, there's an island over there with a totem pole and a bunch of guys. There's a guard tower here, and there's a timer in the top right. We have a timer on this one. We have to beat it in 15 minutes or we will lose. Luckily, I know how to beat this. There's actually a couple of ways you can do it, but I'm going to do it the proper way, I think. This time, at least. Now, how many do we need for that? Just one. Right, so I'm going to send the shaman over to that tower. These guys are going to worship this stone head, which will give us the convert one-shot. Now, if we go stand in this tower, we can use this convert one-shot on the wild men on this island. There you go. Who can then worship the totem pole, which will then summon a boat, which these guys can then hop into, like so. It's a maximum number of people you can fit in the boat. But they can now sail this around to here. Now, the shaman can hop over there to worship at the totem pole. Now, this totem pole, if I recall, yes, the reason you need the boat and these guys is because the totem pole needs an extra guy in addition to the ones you start with. So there you go. Now we'll actually activate, and it will create a land bridge here. Allow us to get us across. Although we could just use the boat, admittedly, with a couple of trips, but we'll just use the totem pole. It's easier. What happens if the timer runs out? You lose. You have to do the level again. Simple as that. Brilliant. And you'll notice that the boat is now stuck on land because the land bridge came up underneath it, which is a nice touch. So these guys can now head over here. What we're going to do with you lot, basically, is you guys are going to become warriors. Except for, like, one of you. Yeah, the boat just exploded, I think. A couple of you can be preachers, the rest of you can be warriors. And you guys actually don't worship the totem pole just yet. Go over here and worship the stone head. Because that's going to give us something we desperately need to do this properly. I think this is the only mission like this. I can't remember, honestly. There might be another one much later on like this, but yeah, it's the only one I can certainly I can remember. Here we go. This is giving us the land bridge spell. And this mission is actually going to teach us something important about the land bridge spell as well. You can become a warrior. Actually, no, yeah, warrior. We only need 2 priests, I think, probably. I'm not being a god, JB. I'm being a shaman. It's not a god game. It's a shaman game. There we go. Got a couple of preachers. We will soon have a few more warriors. The purpose of these guys basically is just going to be to distract and hold up the enemy long enough for us to complete the mission. Although, speaking of becoming a god and stuff, I really want to play some more Dominions 5 at some point soon. So you can probably expect that on the channel at some point. Here we go. Right, we've got all our dudes together. Now you could have used those Braves, obviously, to, you know, build a proper base like huts and stuff, but you don't have time on this mission. You just don't have the time. So we're going to take what we've got, and we're going to go up this ramp that the totem pole's just created. We're going to go and engage these couple of guys. Okay, punch that preacher in the face. Convert this one. Right, now we have to act pretty quickly because the entire tribe is on its way to get us. Now what you do here is use the land bridge from this bit to this bit, which will create a huge mountain thing here which we can cross over. Right, you guys are holding them up, which is good. Then we use the second land bridge to get across like that. And if you stretch enemy buildings enough, they do explode like that, which is wonderful. And now all you need to do, Shaman, is get over here and worship the statue. Have some bees. There we go. This won't take 2 seconds. Shaman disappears, statue comes to life. Mission complete. So the alternative way you can do this is actually you take the boat along with the shaman and a few warriors and you land the boat down here at the bottom of this shoreline, and then you just land bridge straight up onto the cliff and then get to it that way. That is probably the speedrun way. I did it the proper way in air quotes, but there's the enemy shaman dead, and we've won the level. But yeah, I did it the proper way where you go across here with the land bridges. But what you can also do is you hop in the boat and then you sail straight round to here. You get the stone head with the land bridge, and then you sail up to here, hop out, land bridge, boosh. It's even faster that way. Glorious carnage. The shaman has actually respawned, but it doesn't matter. She'll just be killed again. It's a wonderful thing. There she goes. Right. Jobs are good. Did it that in 7 minutes, apparently. So yeah, very late game, you can summon that, the Angel of Death, as a spell. That's a little preview of super late game. Right. Mission 6, building bridges. Just before we jump to this, I do actually need to go and get a drink. And pop to the loo. Small break here. Small intermission, everybody. If I can alt-tab correctly. Game, why are you being awkward? Thank you. There we go. Small intermission, everybody. I would say... Check my Discord DMs? I will, okay. Yeah, folks. I suggest you also do the same. Get a drink, go to the loo, whatever you got to do. And I'll be back pretty shortly, where we'll be jumping into next the first, like, proper big level of the game, I think. So, yeah, you did join at the perfect time, Veneto. Sorry, dude. Alright. Be right back, folks. I am back with another mug of tea with some honey in it. Holy crap. Did you hear that on the microphone? I bet you probably did. Just shutting the curtains with the pole I've got for shutting the curtains with. And there's a big metal bowl over there by the window because the roof sometimes leaks over there in the rain. So the metal bowl is positioned there just so it can catch the rainwater. But I just hit it with the pole and it rang like a bell. Right. Okie dokie. Got into the modelling gaming just as Corona took over the world. Oh, that's bad luck, man. You scroll up a bit here. You wish they'd build a new game in this style again. I know, right? Nothing's ever really replaced Populous at the beginning for me. It's such a good game, and it plays so well. As well, I said this earlier, but you expect a game from 1998 to be really janky, and this just isn't. It plays beautifully. Mug of tea is definitely one of the best things you can return with. Even had a bell to announce its arrival. Oh dear. Alright, anyway. 1998 was a absolutely unbelievable year for gaming. Actually unbelievable year for gaming. Battlezone came out in 1998. And that's another game that, like this one, has gone a bit forgotten by the rest of the world because it was an incredible game that had the misfortune of coming out in a year like 1998. Battlezone's another game that I will tackle on the channel at some point because that game rocked. It was really good. Did someone say Battlezone? Yes, Battlezone, man. Battlezone. It got a Redux a little while ago. Was it back in 2018 or something? I can't remember. There's an up-to-date Reduxed version of it, remastered version of it available these days. (1998, 2002) were great years for gaming. They were. Some of the greatest games of all time came out in those years. A lot of the greatest games of all time, in fact, really. I love Chaos Gate. Chaos Gate is awesome. I unfortunately, it doesn't work with my streaming software, so I've not been able to play it on the channel before, which makes me very, very sad. I'm a confirmed sad panda when it comes to that. But yes, Chaos Gate is awesome. Chaos Gate, for those not in the know, basically was like old school XCOM, but with Space Marines set in the 40k universe. That's essentially what it was. It was 40k XCOM, and it was so good. And it just doesn't work. Along with X-Wing and TIE Fighter, and X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, for some reason it just doesn't work with any of the streaming and recording software I have. What's the name of the Warhammer Epic game? Final Liberation. Is that the one you're thinking of? Yes, Final Liberation. That was also super, super good. And also doesn't work with my streaming software, actually. Funny that. There's a bit of a theme there I'm sensing. But yes, Final Liberation doesn't work with OBS either, which makes me sad, because I would have already streamed that by now otherwise. Because Final Liberation is so good. Commissar Holt, yes. What a badass. Choose your next words with exceptional care. Oh, man. Someday, I mean, the only way I could probably do it is with a capture card, I suppose, but someday I'll find out a way of being able to stream those games. Alright, intermission over. Let's carry on. I'm aware that the people who are watching this later on YouTube might be getting a bit frustrated. This is what the start of the stream is like for those of you on YouTube who've never been to one of these things live before. You don't see it on YouTube because it gets cut off. I always edit it so that it starts with the actual sort of loading up the game. But there's always like a 20 to 30 minute segment at the beginning of the stream where we basically just sit around talking about whatever random rubbish we happen to think of. About 100 people watch paint dry, I think you covered, yeah, that's true. I did do a painting stream the other day. I was sent a link to an app that would allow me to record, basically stream from my phone camera to my computer to OBS, which can then go to Twitch. So I was actually able to do a painting stream the other day. I'm vaguely considering actually doing another one tonight, because I'm going to go about 7:30, and I'm going to have my dinner, and then I'm thinking of maybe coming back later tonight at like 9 o'clock or something, and streaming some more painting, because I've got more Space Marines to do. So no promises. I may get to like 9 o'clock and just think, I can't be fucked, but I might do it. So keep an eye out for notifications. Anyway. Building bridges, mission 6. For the first time, we must face two tribes, the Chumara and the Matak. Perhaps I can use them against each other. I sense a totem pole may be useful in bringing them into conflict. So this is quite a big map, this one, actually. There's a lot going on this one. Might take us about an hour to beat this, I think. Maybe a bit less if I know what I'm doing. Here we go. Let's do this. Right. Shaman, we need you to go to this Vault of Knowledge. Oh, you are wasting mana that you could use to charge up other spells. Yes. We can charge up the bees. Need the Shaman to unlock conversion from the Vault of Knowledge there, so I can start converting these wild men. And the rest of you basically just need to build me some huts. She's going to hop in there. So if we pan on over here, we got a big-ass cliff overlooking this watering hole of sorts. A bunch of wild men around it, and there's a totem pole guarded by a single Chumara warrior. What we need to do, basically, is we need to get him on our side in order to activate the totem pole. And the way we do that is not with a preacher, because a preacher can't preach. It doesn't have enough range. Even if we put him in a tower, I think it won't work. What we need to do is we need to get a special spell, which I think we can acquire from this stone head here. Because basically what will happen is if we worship this totem pole, it will create a land bridge here. And what's important about that is it will create a bridge between the Chumara and the Matak right next to each other. So they'll be fighting each other instead of fighting us. Build me another hut, please. Right, we can start converting now. Kind of got on a bit of a conversion spree. Let's hop up onto this hill here so we can get a good range. There's also another stone head over here in this bit, which, if I recall, gives us a one-shot of the swamp spell. which is kind of useful.
Kai. Sunam.
Awesome. Right, so yeah, we have permanent access now to the conversion spell,
Kai.
which is super good.
Sunam. Kai.
Right. Warrior training hut. A temple.
Kai.
I love how they all worship the shaman when she stood nearby as well. That's great. It's full of nice little touches, this game. It's one of the things that makes it so darn magnificent to me. Oh, I've just realised something. We have two versions of the soundtrack playing at the same time because I left the soundtrack playing in the YouTube tab. Oops. Lo there, do I see my Gene Father? Ah, yeah, Space Wolves. I really need to get my Space Wolves rebased and repainted, a few of them as well, because I'd love to use them again. They're just so much fun. I got into Space Wolves, one, because I'm a sucker for sort of Nordic fantasy stuff, but also because they're so different from normal Space Marines. It's not just that they're melee focused, like Blood Angels, for example. It's the fact that they have so many unique units. They feel like a completely different army. Oh, hello. Let's see if we can grab you guys. The enemy shaman will probably come over here and try and gobble these guys up if I don't get them, so it would be a good idea for us to do so. There's some more guys over here. Glorious melee combat! Let's have you lot as well. Excellent. Alright, now this stonehead I believe requires a group of people. Yeah, it requires 4 people worshipping it, so... I love the little eating noises the wild men make. Like that. It's very silly. I approve of it. The sound design in this game, just in general, is just superb. Especially for a game from 1998. Let's see if we can convert all these guys as well. Hello, Thomas. I can see the enemy shaman on top of a hill over there. Did we get them all? All but one of them. Come back to my base, friends. You 3. Build me another hut. You? I've a better use for you. You can go and build me a tower up there. Is this a raiding party on its way? Quite possibly. Have some bees. Actually, I don't know what I'm doing. Get the priests over here, damn it. Did we get him? We got him. The guy's looking a bit dazed right now, but it's fine. hut, please. Another hut. And another hut. Now the Matak at some point, they will create a land bridge here, and they will start attacking us from this direction. They will get around to doing that eventually. And I believe the Matak have, yes, they have a Vault of Knowledge containing land bridge, so... At the moment, there's no way to get to them, which then therefore means there's no way to get to this stone head. We have to just kind of wait for the Matak to do that. There's also another stone head up here, which, if I recall, gives you the Firestorm spell, I think? I know these early levels of the game quite well, and the later levels, like, virtually not at all, because I was not good enough at strategy games when I was a kid to actually get all the way to the end of this game. It gets proper challenging later on. We've got a lot of half-empty huts right now, which I don't appreciate. Let's fix that. Some of them will be half-empty normally because there'll be guys running out to grab wood. Like that. However, you don't want too many of them empty because you won't be getting as much mana that way. And they won't produce new Braves as quickly either. Did we get both of them? No, just one. Exactly how we produce more Braves is a question open to some interpretation, considering the Shaman is the only woman in the entire tribe, it would seem. And she certainly doesn't have the spare time to be making any babies. So I think we might be playing as like orcs from 40k. I think these aren't humans. They look human, but they actually reproduce like spores, like mushrooms. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? Oh, flippin' heck. How do they get past us? Sneaky little shits. This is gonna suck. Beat him up, lads. There we go. What we need is another preacher over here. Right, that tower up there is finally done. Excellent. 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 Is that completely empty now? It is. Damn it! So is this one. Okay, that... Yeah, that's the Matak. They're on their way. Okay. Marshal our forces in this direction. Yep, they're on their way. Have some bees. Right, she's probably gonna go and lightning strike something. Be really annoying. Don't. Nearly kill my Shaman there. Nearly. Yeah, she's setting shit on fire. Will you please stop it? It's very annoying. I think she's gonna get beaten to death by Braves now, but goodness sake. And she's dead. The game is crying for the ability to zoom out, yeah. I mean, all you can do is that, which doesn't really zoom it out. It just changes the perspective. Like, you can go to the planet view, but you can't actually, like, select units and control things from this view. You can just sort of look. It's a bit annoying, really, but whatever. Anyway, big thing is now we have access to that stone head, which we're going to need very soon. In fact, really, now would be good. Alright, you guys, you go over here. I believe we want to change this so that it's global followers and not the ones that are currently on screen, because you can select your dudes by category from up here if you want to. Like, do that and select all my warriors at once. Alright, what we want to do right now is fire a bolt of lightning at that. Kill these assholes, and now worship that. Because this will give us the hypnotize spell, if I recall correctly. Oh boy. Right, that's her dead. Oh, I almost sent them all into the water. Right, we've got incoming, it looks like to me. Oh yeah, we've got incoming. No, guys, don't. Oh no. Alright, we've gotten what we came for. We're going to take a few casualties here, but it's honestly not that big a deal. Fucking priests are completely useless. Damn it all. Alright, you two. Build me a tower over there. You guys go in there. Let's go in there. You go in there as well. As you can see, we get respawning Braves really fast, so it's not really a problem. Oh god, they're back again, really? Have a bolt of lightning. You dick. Have some bees. And guys, feel free to actually attack them. Is she not dead yet? She's not dead yet. I think I missed with the bolt of lightning. I've done that twice now. That got her. Goodness sake. Alright, these guys are doing a bit of converting, which is good. Oh no, you get back there. Goodness me. Alright, you, this is going to be your tower. You're going to live in there. Now, are they attacking each other? They're not. They're not, are they? Of course they're not, because I haven't done this yet. Right, Shaman, this way. Actually, just go climb to the top of here. You might be able to get him from there. Not so brave Braves, yeah. Frankly, they're more stupid than brave, if you ask me, but whatever. Right, we have now hypnotized him. He is temporarily on our side. Long enough to activate the totem pole, basically. Also, their shaman is apparently having difficulty figuring out steep slopes. Land bridge created. Now the carnage can begin. And he's now gone into the ocean because the island is removed. Okay, so hopefully these two will start battering each other instead of me, which would be nice. Because this level's really hard until you do that. Right, I want you to build me another one, honestly. Right there. You're gonna go live in that. Should probably set up campfires, really. Let's do that. That way you guys will actually... Where's the priest? I don't want the priest around the campfire. You can stand out in front of it. There we go. Stick another one over here. There you go. Is that missing someone? It is. Do a spare priest anywhere? It's you over there, but you're not really spare. You're actually guarding the back passage at the moment. You and you can go be priests. You two can go build me a hut over there. You two can do the same thing. You two can do the same thing. Keep getting more huts. More huts equals more mana. Equals more people. Equals success. Oh, that one's missing a few guys. We'll fix that later. Right, I think I'm going to go and try and get that stone head. You four. Congratulations. Your new job is to go worship that stone head and give me the swamp spell. You go back in there. You become a priest. You... what are we doing with you? We want you to live in there, that's right. You three go live in there. Should produce a new brave as soon as... Yep, there we go. And then you can go live in that. That one's missing a few people as well, actually. No worries. You go live in that tower. Ah, right, we can breathe now. Uh-oh, can we? I had to say it, didn't I? She just... Yeah, get to fuck, as the Scots would say. Right, she just burned down both my towers and killed both the priests in there. Fucking superb. This is the way. This is the way. I got one breath. That's all I got. Oh god, look who's on the way. Look who's coming to say hello. Damn it. Come on. You can do better than that. That got her. There we go. Whee! He's dead. Excellent. Is he preaching? Somebody's preaching. Yeah, he's preaching this guy. Ugh. Oh, I forgot how long this stone to head takes. It's crazy. Right, our next order of business, I think, is going to be trying to get the land bridge spell from this. It's going to sneak in there. Do commando shaman. You can become a priest. Technically, they're called preachers and not priests, but bah, who cares? As long as we're not going commando, we should be fine. Yes. Right, that gives us a swamp spell. Basically, what the swamp does is it creates a little swamp, and any enemies who move into it, they immediately die. Up to a certain limit, like there's a certain number of dead people you can have in the swamp. It's a little odd. Yeah, you run away. I'm not interested in you. I'm gonna sneak around this way. Magic words, King Ares. I'd love to know, but brilliant! Look, they're about. I think they're on their way to attack the Chimera now. Excellent. They are infighting. So we'll kick it off. It must be a bit desperate if they're only attacking with braves instead of warriors, though. Oh look! She just drowned. Oh no, he just drowned. They missed. So the Chimera are being smart. They've got a tower on top of a mountain, which gives you incredible range. Oh my god, they're actually ignoring the Chimera to go after me, but the Chimera intercepted them, so I'm about to get a bunch of free braves. I like this! This I can work with! You can sit in there and extend the range a bit, actually. That's what you can do. There we go. Free braves. Meanwhile, these guys done up here. I always find the Chimera on this particular map to be a bit more difficult to deal with. The Matak are a bit easy to deal with. Now then, you give here, you go over that hut. Ah, finally the second swamp cast. Just need to get the third one. I always said research then. I'm like, this is nothing to do with science right here. This is this is as unscientific as it gets, alright? Swiggity swoody, I am coming for you. Vault of knowledge booty. What's this guy doing? Go live in that hut. Go over this way. Avoid the patrol. Well, they look like they're gathering for an attack. Actually, that's not good. I don't want to arrive in the middle of an attack. That would be bad. Bugger off. Leave me alone. Oh, they're coming to get me, aren't they? Are they? No, they're just patrolling. Okay. We gotta play this smart. Oh boy, what's going on? Oh, we're having another bun fight up here. Chimera are doing me a huge favor right now. Here come the warriors. Yep. No, don't. Oh, bollocks. That's not good. Someone is about to get lightning striked. Where are they going? They're going that way? Okay, they're going that way. Right, you guys, I'm going to need you to... Oh, hello. They've changed their mind. They have officially changed their mind. Interesting. All right, they're coming back this way. Is it because they know I'm here? Might be. Or have they decided they're going to attack the Chimera instead? Maybe they're defending themselves from the Chimera. I do not know. All right, that's the third level of the swamp we've got. Right, let's go sneakily grab this while they're busy. You four. Build me a hut worthy of Mordor. Is it an Age of Empires style RTS? No. It is an RTS pretty much unlike any other I've ever played. Like, Age of Empires style really is not accurate at all. I love this game. I love this game. It's brilliant. I never really got much into the multiplayer. In fact, I never got into the multiplayer for this at all, but I love the single player. It is, it's always the same missions you play through, but they always unfold slightly differently every time. Like, I played through this exact mission, like a week ago, and it went completely differently to this when I played it last time. Alright, we now have access to Landbridge, and we've got it fully charged now, because we have so much frickin' mana with 108 Braves that our spells are now charging monstrously quick. And what we're going to do now is really ruin their day by doing this. I'm also going to cast a swamp. A couple of swamps. There you go. Stupidly powerful spell, the swamp, really. Please bugger off. Oh god, we've fallen down. That's not what I wanted. You jerks! You ruined my plan! Wait, no, what am I doing? I have Landbridge now. I can just do this. I probably don't want to be caught in their reincarnation circle, though, when their shaman comes back, because if you do that, I think you die immediately. Let's put the last swamp right there. There we go. So if they try to come back up and get me, they'll die. Like that. I do amuse myself at times. I think you can, like, click on the swamp to see, yeah, how many people have died in it. And once enough people die in it, the swamp disappears. Right, we've now got access to this amazing little spell called Firestorm. I'm going to go ahead and cast it as soon as I'm able to. Let's move back down here a bit. Look who's back. I didn't quite, I missed slightly there, never mind. Oh, it's a beautiful thing, and I missed with that lightning bolt. That was very foolish. And she just died because I think she actually tried going into the swamp again. Okay, the Matak are now what we in scientific terms like to call fucked. They're probably not going to be able to come back from this in any sensible way. See you, Ryo. Right, I have spread quite a bit of carnage now. I am happy to leave at this point. Hopefully my own settlement hasn't burned down in my absence. No, we seem to be good. Do you know what, actually? You guys, come over here and join the party. Let's wipe these guys off the map. She went to the swamp again? What are you like, eh? Descada? What's this Descada nonsense? Stop that immediately. Didn't realize there was a preacher in that tower, honestly. I thought it was empty. Oh, for goodness sake, not again. She walked into the swamp again. She did. She's trying. I bet she's trying to get up here to a tower or something. Oh, I'm dead this time. How annoying. Right, onwards, gents. You go punch that priest in the face. Or not. You go punch the priest in the face. Actually, don't, because you're converting him. You go punch that priest in the face. You give him a hand. Any second now, our shaman should hopefully respawn. She just did, which is going to cause us a few issues. All of you need to... Oh, no, 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 she's going to kill herself. It's fine. There we go. Good, 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 good. Swamp OP. Please nerf. This is ridiculous. You guys. More huts for the hut god. If you don't mind. It's going to be one of the biggest settlements I've built in this game, actually. What's going on over here, then? Carnage? Just general carnage? Yep, good. Oh, I'm glad to hear that, Blackwater. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here she goes again. Blech. One more, and she'll finally get rid of the swamp. I am so very amused by this. I shouldn't be, but I am. Actually, no, I should be. It's very funny. What the hell am I talking about? Right, go murder him. You guys go to destroy that hut. What are the Chumara up to? They've been suspiciously quiet. Good planet view here for a second. There she goes into the swamp again. What are you guys doing? They're spreading out quite a bit. They're building a lot of guard towers right across this continent. But other than that, they don't seem to be doing much. Ah, we just took him out. There we go. That crack of thunder there was... the Matak disappearing along with their reincarnation thing. They killed all of their followers, and their shaman could not reincarnate. Brilliant. Right. I suggest all of you guys go gather up there. Because we're going to go take out the Chumara next. Running out of space to build huts. Yeah, let's make you guys warriors as well. I will, when the time comes, marshal all of this lot to head north as we come in across this land bridge from the west. Mind you, now we've got access to land bridge, I could probably... So some fun things you can do with land bridge, you see, because you can create natural walls with it. So, like, what you can do, for example, is you can stand up there, or in the tower, for example, and then cast Land Bridge across at this, and what it will do is it will raise the ground in between here to make a sheer cliff face, which is like a kind of natural wall, and the only way the enemy can get over it is by their shaman coming along and casting a spell of their own, like Land Bridge or Erode or something, to get past it, which is pretty cool. Like, once you get Land Bridge, the game suddenly starts to become super interesting because you can do weird stuff like that. And again, here, I could make a wall effectively across there if I wanted to. There's a mission... I don't know if it's the next one. I think it's the one after the next one where that's like, you actually need, I think, almost need to do it. I mean, you probably don't need to do it. The wonderful thing about this game is it is very sandbox. You can tackle each mission in a whole bunch of ways. Does it cost mana to reincarnate, or does it just terminate the circle? Yeah, it basically, if the enemy shaman has no followers left, and she's dead, it just terminates the circle. That's how you win, ultimately. Because as long as you have a single follower alive, you get mana. And I don't think it costs mana to reincarnate anyway. So, all right, you folks. You guys can come up here. Start gathering for the assault. Oh, you son of a... You're gonna die now. As soon as I get past these damn bees. Well, that sucked. I grossly underestimated the range that she has from that tower up there. Oh, she's about to die now, though, luckily, so... There she goes, right. Our shaman is back. Taking some pretty horrendous casualties, but let's make this work anyway. Oh dear. Oh wait, no, that's... I could kill him. Uh-oh, she's back. Oh, we have a priest off right now. This is... Got an enemy priest there, and a friendly priest here, and it's all a mess. We need to lightning strike this asshole right now. That'll sort us right out. Okay. Get their temple so they can't build any bloody more. Which... Okay, somebody just killed their shaman, which is wonderful news. Lightning strike that before they can train any more dudes. Have some bees. Have a fireball in the face. Let the carnage continue! And quickly lightning strike her. Whew, that was close. She was just thinking about doing the same to us, I think. Have some preachers over there that are doing, like, nothing for some reason. A bit foolish, if you ask me, but hey. We do need to kill them all, though.
Kai.
So, better get over there and kill them. Oh, she's back. Not for long. Sam dealt with. Where are the rest of them? Ah, we have a preacher over there. Let's deal with him, shall we? And you. Is that it? No. Ah. You. Finally? There we go. Mission complete, everyone. Can you swamp the center of the resurrection thingy? I don't know. My assumption was that you couldn't, so I didn't even try it. Because I only had 3 shots of that spell. But, yeah. Hype! Hype! We won! Hype! Look at all the people! Look at all the celebrating people! I wonder if any of them will do a conga line. Yes! Come and do the conga. Come and do the conga. Oh. I love this game so much. Look at the little priest. Woohoo! He jumps up and down and his hat stays in midair. This is such a beautiful, wonderful game, everybody. Time taken 44 minutes. A bit quicker than I thought it would take, actually, then. We won 109 fights. We lost 38 fights. We destroyed 2 enemy tribes. We killed 141 enemy followers. You got 18 shaman kills, 20 enemy buildings destroyed. We lost 77 of our own guys. We lost none of our own buildings, and we lost our shaman twice. This game is fucking superb. 22 years later, this game is still brilliant. Unseen enemies, mission number 7. Unfortunately, though, it's just gone 7 o'clock, and I don't think I can get this one done in half an hour, so... Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm going to save the game here. I'm going to call it... Stream 1. No, not Stream, 1. Not Strem 1. Stream 1. And ladies and gentlemen, we shall come back next time and continue this. Well, since we've got a little bit of just extra time here at the end, here's a bonus. Rolling demo. Remember when games came with these? It just plays a demo of the game. I guess it's almost like a benchmark, I suppose, if you wanted it. But it plays that, like a recorded game of it. And the other one is Coming Soon, another feature that games these days don't have anymore. It's an a very loud advert, but it's an advert for Dungeon Keeper 2. Hype! Scanline's hype, yep. The golden age of gaming, indeed. coming early 1999 on Windows 95 and PlayStation, everyone.
Isn't it?
Isn't it beautiful? All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. Yeah. The nostalgia today is real. I still love this. I still love this, the main menu with the shadows being cast from the cursor. It's still good. It still looks really cool. Good game, good stream. I'm glad you agree. So yeah, I'll stream some more of this. Our two games on the channel at the moment really seem to be Daggerfall and this, I guess, for the moment. I may also do a little bit more of Awakening of the Rebellion at some point soon. However, I'm getting much closer to starting that Empire at War campaign on YouTube, so that'll be a thing relatively soon. So yeah, that's totes a thing. We'll continue this, as I said. There'll be Daggerfall maybe this weekend, if not sooner. And like I mentioned as well, Dominions 5. I want to do a little bit more Dominions 5. So we'll do some of that one of these days as well. And also, I can't guarantee it, but possibly later this evening, maybe a couple of hours from now, I might log on to do another painting stream for a bit. No promises. I might decide I can't be asked or I'm not in the mood, but I might do that, so keep an eye on your Twitch notifications, I guess. If you're remotely interested, of course. If you don't want to sit and literally watch paint dry, I completely understand. But people did seem to like it last time, so in case that's your bag, I might do that later. Right. For those of you who watch it on YouTube, thanks very much for tuning in. I'll see you in episode 2 of this, because I do intend to hopefully do every level of the game. I want to beat the campaign. It might be quite hard, but I want to beat the campaign. So I'll be back for more of that later. For the rest of yous, I'm going to send you off to somebody. I don't know who's... Let's see, who's live at the moment. My pal Alfarius is going live at some point, but I don't know if he's live right now. I honestly, it's my fault, because I told him that I was going to start streaming at 7:30. I was going to stop streaming at 7:30, but I've gone a bit earlier now because we finished that level sooner than I thought. Yeah, in about half an hour. Okay. Right. Well, in the meantime... Yeah, you start it up now and I can just send people along to you. So Alfarius is, in case you don't remember or whatever, Alf is the guy who plays the Alpha Legion in a bunch of my 40k battle reports on YouTube. So if you watch my 40k battle reports with the Alpha Legion in, it's that Alfarius. There are a lot of Alfariuses, admittedly, but it specifically, it's that Alfarius. He started streaming on Twitch lately. You've been doing a lot of Tabletop Simulator, haven't you? I think you mentioned. So yes, we are all Alfarius, and we just don't even know it yet. That's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, you're playing some 40k. Yep. So if you like your 40k, you could go watch Alf play some 40k. Are you playing Ridley again? Yeah, you are. Okay, good luck then. Ridley, for those not in the know, is very good at 40k. So I'll be rooting for Alf. Perhaps in vain, but I'll be rooting for him. Right. Well, ladies and gents, as I said, thank you for watching, and yeah, I might be back later with some more Space Marines. It's the ones I was painting last time. Oh, that's a good point, actually. If you are watching this on YouTube and you haven't clicked off the video yet, I have started doing some painting streams on Twitch. I haven't been exporting them to YouTube, though, they're just on Twitch. Because I feel like putting in like 4 hours of a camera badly focused on a few models that I'm slowly painting, I don't know if that really meets my standards of quality for YouTube content. So I haven't yet decided to put any of it on YouTube, but if you go on my Twitch page, you can find the VOD for it if you really are interested for some reason. That's a thing. So, are you live yet, Alf? Or can I send them off to someone else? You're live. Okay, it's just not showing on Twitch. Because Twitch be a bit slow like that. Let me do this the manual way. Here we go. /raid. Yeah, you're just having a panic trying to find a background. I'm sorry, man. I've thrust this on you. Out of nowhere. Yet another /raid. There we go. And as soon as I do that, it then gives me the notification. Yeah, thanks a bunch, Twitch. All right, there we go. So head on over and say hello to Alf, my good pal from YouTube, and wish him luck because he's going to need it, I think, today by the sounds of it. I'll probably be over there until I go for my dinner, watching for a bit, lurking as I usually do. So have a good one, everybody, and I will see you next time. Like I said, possibly some Daggerfall this weekend. We'll see. See ya.